For the sake of me wondering about the good folk of Dawnspire, what is to become of them?
They, as long as they do not resist, they will not be harmed. Those DBs and non-humans among them will be allowed to leave. We will ensure their protection in the years to come. It is for their own good. I do not know how long this settlement has stood here, but it is only a matter of time before some greater force sweeps through to crush it.
From my estimation, the settlement itself has been here pretty much forever. The towers are the new thing.
The settlement started
Oh, I don't care.
8 years ago. Just
Oh, yeah.
Just so you know. But yeah,
I'm telling him. Well, it's an old world aircraft base, is what I was referring to.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. I will.
Of course, small villages can exist in the wilderness simply because they are not important enough to destroy. But a settlement such as this reaches a critical mass, at which point it draws enough attention to itself to invite destruction. I have seen it many times. I can assure you this would be the same.
I ask for one thing before I surrender myself.
And what is that?
Your companions, those that I took prisoner. I would like to return them to you before I don't know what will happen to them if I am not directly looking over them. And I made a promise to them that if I could return them without it having a negative effect on my settlement, that I would. If you would allow me a couple of hours to I wouldn't have to physically go anywhere. I could stay here. I can send them here. If you would allow me to return the prisoners to keep my word, I will surrender after that. You could even just lock me in this room for an hour or two if you wanted and stare at me. But I won't be taken prisoner in terms of a cage.
He just kind of stares at you for an uncomfortably long time, 10 seconds without responding.
Oh my god, Willow's probably just staring at different things. Her attention span is barely long enough to talk to this guy.
But he says,
as I said, I will surrender without a fight if you allow me to keep my promise. I am a person of my word, and I would not feel right surrendering and not potentially.
Granted. You have means of communication?
Yes, they're already on their way as we speak.
Okay.
Which, back at my base, so my Earth Defender, sentient bot, will go grab he would have probably already been gathering them up, and we're gonna put them in the one of our patrol cars. Let's see here. I gotta see something really quick. I have an idea.
I like how, I don't know what the extent of your idea is, but as it stands right now, you're basically doing a prisoner exchange, except for offering yourself as a prisoner in exchange for them returning.
Yeah, well, here's my idea, and this is actually something I needed to talk with you about before I actually finish this kind of thought. So one thing I had thought about that I forgot to talk with you about is, because we're a spacefaring people, would you be okay with my power armor and robots having magnets on their feet?
Yeah,
allow them to
makes
attach
total sense.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too. So actually what I'm going to do is so all my drones are going to basically ride on the top of my patrol cars.
Okay.
and we're gonna assault this base from the air.
The ship?
Yep.
Okay.
Because I'm just gonna load up all. Let's see, because my patrol car. Let's see, it is. Effective. It could probably carry. Let's see. I gotta check the drones to make sure they're light enough for it to be a possible thing. Even the drones, I believe, are 300 pounds. Yeah, they are. So each patrol car could have like 4 of the Earth Defender drones, and we're literally just gonna like fly here, and then we're just gonna start shooting.
All right.
So we're basically gonna become like floating. They're gonna become floating weapons platforms essentially.
Mm-hmm.
And so that'll take like, let's see, I can't remember how fast it goes. Let's see. Not terribly long. They can travel because they can be piloted. Oh, plus the drone piloting it actually. Wait, can 2 people fit in there? No, just 1. So technically you probably fit like 4 or 5 of the drones total. Let's see, where the fuck did I put the speed? Speed is a thing. Yep, over 120 feet, it can hit speeds of up to 500 miles an hour. So 120 miles an hour cruising speed, we can travel a little bit faster than that for the sake of war.
Right.
So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna turn them into like flying weapons platforms and head over here.
Good. Okay, so let's see here. Check something.
Yeah, check the distance and everything.
Yeah. All right.
So Rudge, war were declared.
In case war were declared. What's that?
That's good though. I like how this is.
Because I was worried that I was just gonna fire upon that ship, and you were just gonna be negotiating a surrender. And then, whammo! Oh, never mind.
All right. So here's the situation.
You got it.
Yep.
So, shooter, dude. You got it.
So yeah, like you can your people could like form up and get here in probably like 2 hours.
Yeah.
For the sake of like game flow,
yep.
I'm gonna bump that up to like maybe 4 hours, just from like weather conditions. Maybe it's like windy.
Yeah,
it's really windy.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Whatever, it's fine. I don't.
And just because I want Rudge to be conscious when this happens.
Yeah. And that's the thing is like I would, whatever time frame you think, Willow would negotiate for that amount of time to be like, hey, they're prisoners. I gotta get them here safely. This is how long it'll take.
All right. Yeah. So let's see here.
By the way, my people would like totally radio and be like, so how's Rudge doing down there? We hear bad things are going on.
Yeah, so here's the situation. You set that into motion, and the settlement communicates with Dawnspire to relay the situation from Willow's perspective and what the plan is. Or I guess, do you want them to communicate that with Dawnspire?
No. Our people are not super proficient at radio stuff, so we'd mostly just be trying to figure out what's going on inside.
I was gonna say, like, that could be a risk.
Yeah, that's not something we'd be doing.
Yeah, so you just talk about Rudge's situation. Rudge is not dead.
Hey.
That is all that is certain at this point.
Hey.
All right.
He will probably live.
Hey, all right.
Is what they get. And yeah, the plan is set into motion with your forces. What is the total ensemble of things that you're?
So if I did like rough estimates, calculate each one could have 4 Earth Defender. Let's see, how many defenders do I got? Actually, the problem with this is actually I don't know what we all have created.
Is it written down on the forces sheet? I think we did that last.
I know I wrote the total, I thought, but I don't know if we did the actual. Let's see here, forces
number.
I think we're waiting. Yeah, because I have everything written down, the totals, but I don't know if you allowed me to have all of that completed already.
I believe all the stuff on forces are things that are completed.
Okay, so then I have literally all 10 of my Earth Defender drones literally just
10 Earth Defenders, 10 Watchers.
Yeah, it'd be 10 Earth Defenders with, I guess my complex drone is coming over this way, so.
Yep. And then 8 Skywings, because the one complex Skywing is with Fit Ariel.
The Skywings and Watchers will probably stay back because they're too slow.
Okay, so just the Earth Defenders.
Yeah. They're the ones with the big guns anyways, so.
And then you have 1 patrol hover car?
2.
2.
Oh, I just have the 1. Shit, so I only can send the 1. That complicates things. I don't have, there's no actual stats of how much a vehicle could technically carry. I mean, I guess technically I could look at the...
How much do the Earth Defenders weigh?
300 pounds.
300 pounds.
But what I can actually look at is they actually do have they actually do have a strength, technically.
Oh, the vehicles?
Yeah. So I could take a look at that. It's robotic strength of 40. I just gotta open up the book. Oh, way to make things really complicated suddenly. Calculating how much a car can carry. Let's see. Trying to remember how.
I mean, we can say, I feel like it's not. It's definitely kind of janky for 10 of them to just be standing on top of it.
Yeah, well, I mean, my original plan was a couple standing on top and a couple standing on the bottom.
Right, yeah. But what we can do is, yes, it can do it. It probably reduces its speed, but that's fine, because that just sort of justifies our scenario, basically. Yeah. So, yeah, that's not an issue. I mean, also, they're going to jump off of it when they get into, combat range, presumably.
Yeah, at least a couple of them. At least most of them.
Most of them, yeah, because it would definitely be not maneuverable with all of them sitting on it.
Yeah. I might leave a couple on just for the essentially cannons.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, a couple of them.
Turn it from a patrol car to a fighter jet, basically.
Is there going to be someone piloting it, or one of them?
The complex drone is.
Okay. Yep.
Because he's proficient in that.
Right, because he's Willow.
Yep.
All right. So, yep, that's the attack force. And then for this, let's see here. I'm going to move the coalition stuff around to where it will be. So they don't put you in a cell. The commander has you moved out here into the middle of the hangar area, and then all of these Skelelots literally just circle you with their weapons drawn, not pointed at you.
Yeah, but I get it.
Yeah, just if you move, we will obliterate you, kind of thing.
It's probably really unnerving because she probably doesn't actually move at all.
Just stands there.
Yep.
She's just standing there, menacingly. So,
as I'm pretty sure the complex drone has the Ride of the Valkyries blaring from the loudspeaker.
Nice.
Oh man, remember that the Imperial March in a different
Oh yeah.
octave?
Played on the recorder.
You should
You want that?
Yeah.
All right.
Post it in Discord.
It's gonna take me a second to.
That's the coalition though, right? Because they're the good guys.
Right.
That's why I gave them the white borders on their tokens and the blue tokens, because they're the good guys. Either that or they're racial purists, but just you be the judge.
Yeah, it's all about perspective.
Yep. Yeah, so that's the general situation there. The
God, where is that?
commander standing up there. There are also more Skelebots. Willow will be able to see that. There are a total of 50 Skelebots
Okay.
here, and they all mobilize. You're guessing probably just to make sure you're not trying anything funny.
Oh yeah, because I mean I'm super fucking sketchy. Like, what kind of
Yeah.
person's like, yeah, I want to give myself up and return your prisoners.
So they rightly think that you're trying something funny.
Oh yes, because I'm hilarious.
Yep, pretty funny. So there's a bunch of shit here. Gonna line up the fascist regime that they are.
Alright, this... have to... I don't know how I have to get it. I have to go into my...
Okay, so the yeah, they probably don't take this guy's. So all of the Sama's armor is out there, ready to go. Okay, so
Okay, so with the PSO-40, the car should theoretically be able to handle about 4,000 pounds.
right,
Standard
yeah,
buses and
so
stuff. So
yeah, it should be fine.
yeah, it's basically times 100 of the vehicle's strength score
Nice.
is what its locomotion can handle.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna take one quick pause and go say goodnight to my kid.
All right, yeah. So we'll actually jump over to Rudge here. Now that Willow has sort of resolved her situation.
Oh man,
So
I hope I still have this. Because I'm still looking for it.
oh yeah, I would just look it up on YouTube.
Might be what I have to do. Because I can't find it. I don't know where I put it. Because I'm pretty sure. Oh wow, yeah, it's not even in my there it is. No, it's not even in my Roll20 game anymore.
Oh, major.
It was major?
Yeah. Minor key's the sad one.
Oh, okay. Alright, you getting it then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so Rudge. You wake up.
Yep, major. Okay. Yes, I do. Hooray. I am triumphant.
And you are strangely like you inhale and you feel no pain because of drugs.
Oh, yes.
And you also feel like this like crisp, frigid air, refreshing, move into your lungs, and it feels good.
Oh, all right.
It's like just crisp air. Then you sort of give it another sniff, and you smell the like the sort of chemically smell and a mix of like oil sort of and grease type smells of like a workshop.
Okay.
And I mean, maybe that's also good. Who knows?
Maybe.
But you open your eyes to see you're in
innards. I see my innards.
No, those have been tucked back in.
Hooray.
you open your eyes to see what seems to be Dr. Torres's workshop / living quarters in a great state of disarray. There are just like a bunch of different what seem to be like power generators and stuff, just like jury rigged together, and all of her various like bits of tech kind of scattered around. And the room is icy cold. You sort of turn your head and you see Zero sitting there at your bedside.
Yeah.
And sitting next to him is the good doctor. No, she's not German. She's wearing environmental body armor with like a transparent faceplate. And just kind of sitting at your bedside, presumably waiting for you to regain consciousness. Looking at a like a tablet basically in her hand.
Yeah.
And as you sort of stir, she looks up and says, "Oh, you're awake."
Oh, yes.
How do you feel?
Surprisingly well. For, being a little less than what I was.
I should hope so. I had to rush a little bit to put together this whole contraption to keep you from dying of heat stroke. Your robot here informs me that you are quite susceptible to high temperatures.
Yes.
And low temperatures, or at least what humans would consider to be low.
Yes. Anything above freezing your balls off?
Indeed. I will not be able to keep this situation running for very long, so I hope that you are able to repair your armor or fabricate a replacement.
It's been some time since I've had to repair it fully. And
it is not in good condition.
No, I imagine it's not. Considering I'm not in good condition either. So it had to go through my armor to get to me.
Indeed. And she kind of looks down at where your legs would be.
Oh, if I wasn't on such whatever drugs, I'd be furious.
Well, your plan worked. The tower is turned on. Not that we can do anything with it without your abilities.
So I suppose I better get my lazy ass out of bed, huh?
You've done a lot as it is. I wouldn't blame you for a few more days even, but
don't worry about it. I float. I just start using my mental.
Yeah.
My weightlessness.
She kind of looks up and smiles a little bit and says, before turning serious, and says, "You should know there is a situation going on with the coalition.
Which is kind of why I'm here, but what's
Your
new?
friend Willow, I don't know if she told you of this plan, but she turned herself into the coalition, and
of course she did.
She seems to have taken it upon herself to negotiate with them.
About?
Well, I'm not really sure what her deal was, but from what I can surmise, it is she has agreed to surrender herself to their custody so long as they also take the prisoners that you captured in your previous engagement.
Odd. All right. Well,
I would have to assume that this is not the extent of the plan.
most likely. I don't think she would have just gone in there just to turn herself and the prisoners over.
As it stands, I believe
I have them surrounded.
right where you want them.
Mentally, you have them mentally surrounded.
I believe we should be expecting them soon.
Well, let's turn this. Well, I already turned it on, but let's see what this puppy can do. Maybe I can aid in whatever plan she has.
Are you sure you're capable? I mean,
have no idea. We're about to find out.
Very well. Do you need help?
All I can get.
She kind of like offers an arm to. I should warn you, it will be very unpleasant outside. I don't have any portable cooling system.
Well, where is my armor?
She points over to a corner where the
Slag.
it's mostly slag. Yeah.
Shit.
It's like maybe you could salvage some of the vital components, but
All I need is the.
it's pretty trashed.
All right. Speaking of trashed, do you have trash cans?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna need to just live in one of those for a little while.
Oh my god. Gonna be like Oscar the Grouch.
Yes, in a cryo can.
Oh my god.
All right, come back. Go out there and get me, I don't know, 3 or 4, and your best welders. And
It's extra funny because I was literally thinking about just finding metal to create myself armor inside this building too, or inside this ship. I was like, I'm gonna take like scrap metal and forge it around myself.
So yes, I need 4 trash cans, or just one very large one, because I'm gonna have to makeshift 4 together, if not. And good welders, or a welder, and bring them back here. I'm gonna rip my cryo bits out of my suit, and I'm gonna make myself a cryo can to live in.
Okay.
I say.
Sure. Do you have any skill that will allow you to be better at doing this?
The sheer will to live.
This is going to be some kind of mechanical skill.
Give me a second.
Oh, wouldn't it be nice if your mechanic was there?
Oh
Yeah.
That'd be neat. Well, I mean, if you were here, I wouldn't be doing this.
Fair. That is a complete fair point.
I mean, if you were here, I'd have a fucking badass trash can cryo setup. Like,
You'll just have to rescue Willow. Otherwise,
it'd be like
you're going to be in trouble.
No, I'll be all right.
Like,
rescue me so you don't end up in trouble.
Willow, you can't surrender yourself to the coalition. You need to make me a trash can.
Yep, that's what I'm like. Willow, what's she thinking? She has to repair my armor. Going and surrendering herself before I get use of her.
She knows how much I detest this planet.
But perhaps they'll bring her to where my ship is. I get it. That's what she's doing. Okay.
In all honesty, there's been a huge part of her that has thought about that.
We have mechanics repair. Sorry. I'm looking at computer repair and mechanics basic. I'm mashing them together. So I have mechanics repair. No.
Mechanics basic?
Yeah. And I mean computer operations, optic systems.
Yeah, mechanics basic.
Yep, that's what it's looking like. So I'll do that. I mean, it's okay. It's it's a 4th level skill, so 74.
I mean,
Oh wait, no, I don't. But I'm not adding this in. Haha. Oh, okay, cool. So it's actually 94.
I guess so.
94%.
No,
It will
that's
just like cut out for me.
Oh, okay.
the base is 54. Adding the 20. That's why I have
yeah, I
my
can hear you.
I have these on the left side. The actual values. So yeah, it's a 74 roll. So
All right. Roll it.
rolling for success. Hi. Wait, no, I need 100, not 2 10s, especially not without assigning one. Just rolled 2 10s for. Hey, I got a 4.
Damn. All right.
Yeah, I gotta love that double 0.
That's pretty good.
That's not terrible.
I mean, it is still mechanics basic.
Yeah.
And your equipment. I mean, so you get a trash can, you get some welding. You manage to salvage most of the coolant system.
Mm-hmm. I've got plasma cutters and stuff, so I do this
Yeah,
pretty
and
well.
You just need water.
Yep. Give me some
To
tubing.
power it. This is a you remember that Psy Stalker guy, Skitterclack?
Maybe.
The guy that we made the computer for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a Skitterclack tier invention.
Yeah. I'd make my crazy.
That's probably where we got the idea.
It is the most janky thing. Like you have
like a light
you have
bulb
like
pops into my
the
head.
coolant.
Skitterclack.
Yep, you have like the trash can, which you have reinforced and like made sort of like kind of arm holes and like arm sleeves basically to keep your arms warm.
Okay.
And then you've managed to wind the coolant system around the inside of the trash can and made yourself sort of like a guard around your face that you can like slide down. And then you pour in water through like a smokestack in the top, which it goes through water fairly fast, and then you just have like coolant fog just constantly like pooling up from the inside of it. It works. It probably wouldn't work for an extended period of time. But it works for right now. You will probably not die of heat stroke today.
All right.
Because thanks to this.
Maybe tomorrow.
Maybe tomorrow.
Hey,
you do have to.
That's future Rudge's problem.
Keep pouring like a pretty good amount of water into it.
You're
so that's like what Zero's doing.
You're the wooden robots from
from Futurama
episode.
From the Futurama episode
where he needs water or he'll die.
Yeah, and it's like every time he goes screaming to like, will I make it? This is the time. I don't make it. I don't come back. So I would have Zero go locate whatever water, like the biggest amount, and just fill his bay up with it.
There's no like flow rate on that, when he opens it.
Well, then he can just close it, open it, close it, open it, close it.
Oh my God. That would be so inefficient. You just like drench you in water. I guess at a certain point, the bottom is all that's left. So then he like has to scoop it out with like a bucket.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. So I mean, he is able to supply you with water. You are the most ridiculous looking, but also still like kind of badass because you're a levitating trash can golem basically.
You're a fucking Pokemon or a Digimon, depending on your point of view.
Absolutely, this is a Pokemon. Yeah, you will survive.
Yes.
That whole thing took you not too long, because you have things to do. As you sort of conclude, Dr. Torres says, the our communications tower has picked up what I believe to be Willow's prisoner exchange vessel. We should be ready. I know this doesn't give us much time to figure out what's going on with this thing, but... well, maybe we won't need it. She says in the most unconvinced tone possible. So are you going to accompany her up to the control room?
Yeah. All right. And I'm going to... this is my field test of this beast of a thing.
Field test is going to the balcony. Good choice.
Well, thankfully he can fly.
Yeah, but the heat would instantly like make him pass out if the suit failed.
Oh right. I mean, yeah. You step out of the door and you definitely feel like much less comfortable. Imagine like being in the desert, and your only way of cooling down is just like someone is just like continuously spraying you with a bunch of like misting sort of like squirt bottles.
Yeah.
And you know, like it's fine. But it's not great. Like you won't die.
All right.
But yeah, no, amazing. I wish I had the artistic talent to depict this.
I'm trying
in all of
to.
its glory.
I'm right now. I've been working. I got a trash can. I got this crazy futuristic cryopod thing. I'm gonna mash this all together, and I'm gonna make a token for myself.
Beautiful. I look forward to your new artwork.
Yeah, it's taking a minute. Heather,
but
how do I crop on here? Yeah.
As you
oh, there it is.
As you are heading up the elevator to the top of the temple, Dr. Torres kind of like standing next to your trash can self, just kind of like looks at you with like admiration, honestly. Like it's a good invention. That
is making the best of a bad situation.
Yeah, exactly. And she says, I must admit, Rudge, I did not trust you or Willow, especially her, when you first came to Dawnspire. There are enough dangerous and treacherous monsters out in the world that it is difficult to trust those that seem so outwardly noble. But I think that you have most certainly earned my trust in the past 24 hours. Whatever.
I still don't trust her.
If you were some sort of Machiavellian villain, and this is all part of your ploy, then, well, I applaud you on your success.
And your commitment to a part.
And your commitment to the part. I'm glad that we have someone so dedicated to help us in the defense of this place.
Well, you know, when trying to take over a civilization, you really have to get in there. make them trust you.
She kind of like chuckles a little bit.
Really have to dig through the trash.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, well, I guess if that's all it takes to get the trust out of the humans, a few more limbs and I'll be right up there. That the most civilly liked person.
Yeah. Let us hope that it only takes 2 more.
Right. So, where where are we at? Has anything been done since it has been turned on, or is it still a unknown?
We have not been able to press any of the buttons.
Hmm.
Your gravity power is seemingly the only thing strong enough to move them.
Hmm.
And I guess some of them don't press, they slide. I have seen your notes on it, but I will be honest, it would take me far too long to decipher them.
Yeah, that's it. I went into kind of a frenzy when writing those.
When you get to the top of the elevator, she kind of like checks the screen mounted on her wrist and says, "It looks like Willow's detachment is a few minutes out. We should be ready." And you guys head towards the control room, which you will probably be either getting there or close to getting there by the time whatever happens.
I was gonna say, can I pick up Dawnspire in the vehicle radio? Because complex drone in the car.
Uh,
Or are they blocking
Yes.
communications?
you can pick up Dawnspire's radio.
Hey guys. How's it going down there? How's Rudge?
So you get the radio guy, and he says, "Hello, Rudge is. Dr. Torres says that he's doing okay now. He built a trash can thing. I don't know what that means."
Well, good for him. Look at him taking the initiative to become an engineer. I rubbed off on him well. Can he come to the phone?
Thing.
He's
Yeah.
currently heading up towards the control room of the tower.
Is there any way to patch me into his radio in any way, shape, or form?
Yeah, I can work something out. Hold on. It'd be through the doctor's radio. She's with him.
Perfect.
So over, Dr. Torres says, "Oh, it looks like we are getting a message through the radio tower through a drone of Willow's."
Oh yeah, so like this drone sounds evil as shit too. This is like full on like Megatron drone. Yeah. This is like that's the whole point of this thing's supposed to be scary.
That's
It's
funny.
it's built like 3 inches taller than all the rest just for the sake of it. So how are things going on your end? Because my end is about to get janky.
What? Well, I'm down a few ends for one.
You had more than one rare. Mammals are confusing.
No. I lost a few. I lost a couple legs in my last endeavor.
Ooh, rough.
Indeed. And I don't grow
Oh.
anything back.
Oh, that's right. You said mammals don't do that.
No.
No.
It's all right. I've manufactured myself some sort of living apparatus with
A trash can, I heard.
yes, with a trash can and some my cryo system out of my suit. If you could fix that at any point in time, it'd be much appreciated. I don't know how long this will sustain.
I am looking down the barrel of about 20 plus rifles, so I don't know if that's really an option. So how are things going with the you know what there?
With the
Yeah, let's not say what it is, but the thing. I know you were investigating it. Any luck?
Well, so far, yeah, it's actually been quite productive.
Okay, well,
It only cost me an arm and a leg, minus the arm. Oh, I love drugs.
uh, well, I could attempt to delay this if you need a little bit of time. Do you think like half hour would do?
Well, I do need to finagle with some switches and toggles and buttons and figure this machine out. I turned it on. It's going to be fun.
Okay, well, why don't you play with that? I'm just gonna like land the patrol car here and just tell them I don't feel like driving close enough
All right.
and make them walk out to me.
Perfect.
So yeah,
Probably a
uh,
good idea, anyways.
yeah. I mean, yeah. Either way, I mean that was the plan. Either way, is I figured this way. I'll just like land an obnoxiously far distance away though,
Mm-hmm.
and be like, yeah, I don't trust getting any closer than that, and I'm not just letting these soldiers walk through. So you guys got to come get them.
I mean, that's like totally legitimate. So.
Yep. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, so take whatever the normal distance of like prisoner swap would be and like add an obnoxious like 25% onto that.
Yeah, I mean, like it's a ways away. You're
Yeah.
you're out of range of like the death's head weapons for sure.
Yeah, and I'm definitely gonna like land somewhere where there's no line of sight to any of the big shit.
Mhm.
Like they would actively have to go into my vicinity, like fly up and over or around.
Yeah. Okay.
There's just be a dick and go land by one of the other towers. Yeah, did they? Actually, that's a good thing to know because this is the southern tower. Like driving past the northern one, was there anything over that way? Would we have seen anything?
Here, let's go.
Yeah, I can't remember the exact distances and whatnot, so I don't want to like
Which one are you talking about?
the
This
top one. Because yeah, because if we came from the north, we would presumably see one of those two up top.
one? Yeah, you probably could have seen both of them. They seem to be the same as they were before.
Okay, so the coalition aren't poking around there at all.
Yeah. If the coalition have messed with them, they've left no obvious signs.
Okay, sounds good.
So yeah, you want to be like a good distance up this way.
Yeah, like a super obnoxious far away.
Yeah.
Like, but where it's still reasonable, where you could be like, and I probably won't even land somewhere in like the general like where it's open. If like, because like, if these areas are like farmlandy areas and they're too open, I would land in like the annoying city area.
Okay, yeah, over here.
Yeah.
All right, that works. Hold on, I gotta check something.
And
here.
if they question me, I'll just be like, well, they know it's a safe landing position over there, so I'm not gonna land on the field where you could just shoot them down for no apparent reason.
Okay. All right, so trying to figure out what they're gonna send.
Yes, go split the party.
Yeah. All right. So we go back over to the Death's Head. They send both of their light scout robots and 20 Scalabots. And then 4 of these SAMAS pilots and 1 of the big SAMAS guys. And they keep the rest of their forces at the ready.
Sounds like a dealio.
Yeah, so that would definitely add, probably not maybe like another half an hour of time
Okay.
for Rudge to do whatever he's planning on trying to do.
Yeah, he poke buttons. That's all I really want to give him time for. Because I mean, like, worst case scenario, like my forces can't stand up to this, so I'm just gonna create a annoying distraction one way or another.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So you we'll go to Rudge then. Rudge, you get into the control room.
Okay.
I just figured this out too, so I'm almost done with this.
Your trash can.
Yep, it's really close. There we go. I think I'm getting it. As soon as I paste it in. Oh, I gotta cut off. I'm too tall, but it looks like there's too much torso. All right, this is a rough draft. But this is it. This is a very rough draft. Sorry, it's gotta be sized. Alright, yeah, that looks good. I like it. Alright, how do I save this piece of shit? Save image. Trash can Rudge.
Rudge can.
Rudge can, yeah, alright. That took a second.
Or trudge.
What the hell? Oh my god, I just looked in the chat, in the Discord, at that monster thing.
That's a Digimon.
Mm-hmm.
Is that actually a Digimon?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's immediately what I thought of when you said that.
That's ridiculous. What is that design?
Where did it go?
Yeah, that's pretty accurate though.
His name is Garbagemon.
His name is actually Garbagemon.
Yeah, that's certainly how Digimon did it.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know very many Digimon things, but that's hilarious.
All right, good enough for now.
I like how regal he is.
Yep.
I feel like given this like orientation, you should turn his portrait the other direction, like to the left.
No, okay. I mean, like I said,
Yeah.
rough draft.
No, yeah. I'm just saying because like looking at him, I feel like he should be looking the other way as like a sign of a different perspective on things.
All right, let's see. Rotate, flip, rotate right. Nope, that's not.
Yes. So, oh, by the way, your current mega damage capacity is 1. Just so you know.
Oh, okay.
You have healed pretty much nothing, just enough to be conscious.
Okay.
Yay!
That's
Yeah.
about right.
So keep that in mind with your decisions going forward.
Okay.
So yeah, you get to the control room. What is your plan? What are you gonna do? You have from your notes, you have, I don't want to say you have an idea of how to do things because that would be wrong.
No.
You have an idea of like sort of the structure of like how things move. You don't know what any of it does. You can manipulate it in patterns. But pushing all the buttons while the computer's off doesn't give you a very good idea of what the computer does.
Mm-hmm. So now I just try and redo those patterns with it on and figure it out.
Okay.
Like see what, like, you know, I go kind of slowly, see if things get activated as I like. Is it startup sequence? Is it a fucking power generation thing? Like, you know, are there levels? Is it building up excess energy? I don't know. I'm just figuring it out.
Roll me a D100.
D100. I wish I had a 4 on this one. I mean, the trash can is a good one, but oh no, 82.
Okay. Give me a save versus psionics.
Okay, is that also a 100 or is that a 20?
It's a d20
That's a
plus
20.
any bonus you may have.
Okay, 18
Okay.
plus no bonus.
All right. Well, 18's good. Um,
Yeah, it's usually like I haven't seen anything higher than 18.
so you get you manipulate several of the buttons. You know, they're more like plates that you sort of like rotate and like slide around the top of the hemisphere.
Okay.
And just trying to like connect different symbols basically. And you sort of like connect one or two, and you get that sort of brain scanny feeling that you've gotten a couple of times when you're messing with something like vital in this tower.
Yeah.
It's a lot more pronounced this time. It feels less like a scan and more like the tingling feeling stops, and then there's like this sort of pressure, like just pressing down on your forehead for a couple of seconds.
Oh, shit. That hurts.
After a couple of seconds, the pressure subsides.
Oh, damn that.
There is no perceived change to the tower at this point.
All right. Try again. Like, I mean,
All right.
do I have any other things from my notes other than like just that there's these buttons or these like plates like you said that move around, and like have I found anything else that could be a control area?
I mean, not really. No, like the only thing you've gotten from like the symbols is that they don't seem to follow like the logic of language.
It's binary or some shit.
So yeah, so like whatever they are, you're fairly certain that they're not like language in the conventional sense of it.
It's some sort of fucking Sudoku puzzle.
Yeah. To activate anything on here, you have to solve the Sudoku puzzle with no numbers starting off on it.
Yep. Like, well, how do you get that first number? You gotta fucking manifest it. Sheer
You just have to know, man.
It has to be the right one.
Yeah. So, presuming you would like to keep trying in the short period of time that Willow has bought you, go ahead and give me another D100 roll.
Yeah. 8.
8.
I went from 80 to 8.
Much different.
I'm like, all right, old ass ancient mechanical piece of shit. You think I haven't seen something like you before? I've turned on things across this universe.
Give me another save for psionics.
The lava just straight electrocuted your ass like 7,000 MDC damage.
Crispy critter.
All right, 14.
14. Okay. So you feel the pressure again. This time it is even worse than the last time. You almost feel like somebody is like pinching down on like either side of your temples hard. And you feel like you hear in your mind's ear this sort of like garbled, almost like screaming static kind of sound.
That sounds terrible. Like an
Yeah.
angry techno ghost.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. you're not sure